Former member of Carbonation speaks out again. Before we get into what she had to say, let's get into who she is. Her name is Trey. She used to go by the name of Mama Nine when she was part of Carbonation, and she was with Musa. When Mama Nine joined the group, she was masculine presenting and not into men, but was forced to be with Musa. She abided by Natureboy's rules. At the time, they called him Baba G. In this clip, you'll just see her with her husband, and the following is after she just couldn't do it anymore and she left. She left Musa, and Natureboy is questioning her.
It's a lot of rumors, talking about how I need help or I can't talk to my family. People been trying to contact me, or people acting like I can't make my own decisions. Like, I came here for a reason, for a spiritual journey. I can talk to my family whenever I want to. Personally, I don't want to talk to my family because I am with my family. Like, I don't resonate with my old family anymore. I don't resonate with them anymore. So it is what it is. Like, I don't mind speaking to them, but they be on some disrespectful shit. They don't respect my journey. They don't respect me for who I truly am. And with that being said, I don't have to contact anybody who don't respect me for who I am and who I'm becoming, period. And so I recently just talked to my brother. He really nosy. He just inboxed me talking about, am I okay? I respond, yeah, and I'm explaining to him why I'm doing the things I'm doing. I get no reply after that. All day I didn't get no reply. Why is you inboxing me? This is why I don't respond to my Babylon family, because I already know what frequency they on. But everything is good over here. Like, I'm good. Everybody assuming and making jokes and shit like that, but I'm good.
How are you feeling, Mama Nine?
I just feel like I don't know if it's genuine between me and Musa. Like I said, I did want to give it a chance, give it a go, because he came up to me and he said that basically he think I belong to him. He said, I think that you belong to me type. So I was like, okay, cool, let's give it a shot, let's give this a go. I did say I want to take my time and everything, but it didn't happen. And I don't know, I just feel like it may not really be genuine, so I don't I don't think it's really I don't think it's genuine. So between me
Can
and
I
him.
ask you a question, Mama Nine?
Yes.
Do you want a woman?
Yeah, it's a part of that. That's I do, but not like solely a woman. Cause I know that's not the knowledge.
How much
I
do
do
you
need a
miss
man.
being? How much do you miss woman?
Um, I miss women a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, how often do you think about being with a woman?
Um, I think about it sometimes. I'll probably say like half the time. Like not a lot. Not like I'm not like always thinking about it. Cause I know if it comes, it comes.
We,
But
we
like
had
I
F. Ru had been sent back to Puerto Rico, and she was around you
mm,
guys. How did you feel around F. Ru?
um I felt normal. Like I think she's attractive, but I felt normal. Like I didn't. It was everything was just flowing fine.
I only ask you that because it seems to me that you just like girls.
Hmm. Yeah, I would probably say. Yeah, I would probably say I like girls more attracted to women.
Yeah, but you're trying to do the right thing and be
Mm,
with a man as well. So, and I would say that polygamy would be perfect for you because you could have the woman and the man.
Mama Nine clearly lost her identity while in Carbonation, and she just wanted to please Baba G. But now that she's awake, she has something to say.
What's up, y'all? For the most part, people understand how people go to cults. People understand the dynamics. People understand the cult tactics, manipulation. They understand all of that. But it's some people, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a very small amount of people who don't understand like why certain people didn't leave and things like that, and we're gonna get into that. Why don't people leave when they feel like something's not right? I can give you one reason that I know for sure. Okay, when I seen something that wasn't right, mind you, this is a spiritual journey. We're on a spiritual journey. We're breaking generational curses and things like that. So if you're on a spiritual journey and the mission is to break generational curses, and they're telling you that sometimes your demon is going to come out, sometimes you have to be shown yourself, and other people will be used as a catalyst to show you to yourself. Like if you get mad at somebody and they trigger you, then and you get really upset and you stomp around and you throw shit, they're just a catalyst showing you to yourself. Now you know that you have to fix a certain part of yourself. So when I would see somebody like getting upset or like cursing somebody out, I just thought that they were either being tested, or I'm thinking that they're either in their demons. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. And we're there to break generational curses. So it's not, it's not unnormal to still be there, because you're like, all right, well, that's normal. Sometimes people are going to get angry. Sometimes things are going to happen. So that's why people stay sometimes, even if it is really bad one time. Some people get manipulated into staying, and some people just stay because they be like, oh, it's just that one time. Maybe it was just that one time. People had a really bad argument, or maybe somebody got jumped. But me, when I seen that it was repetitive things happening, you know what I'm saying? That's why people don't leave right away. Like, you got to understand why certain people don't leave just right away, because we're being told that we're there to break generational curses. I was fully in beliefs of that this is the Messiah. I fully believed that, yep, this is the chief of the earth plane. This is period. There's no questioning no more. Like, I literally got to that point. So I need people to understand why people are not just leaving. First off, they already fully believe that he's the Messiah. So if they do leave, they feel like they betrayed the Messiah. If you didn't leave yet, it's obvious that you weren't ready to leave yet. When I did leave, my spirit was ready to leave. It just felt it. My spirit felt it. It felt it very strong. Because the little shit that was happening that made me feel, I felt a little off coming into my divine feminine. I felt a little off, but it wasn't enough to make me realize that he wasn't the Messiah. I was still believing that he was the Messiah, regardless if the journey was hard for me, regardless if the journey was challenging to me. At the end of the day, I believed that he was the Messiah. So if I had to come into my divine feminine, and I felt I trusted him, I had faith in him, I was committed to my journey. I left my life behind. I told him I won't do him wrong. I told him he had my word, that I won't fail my mission. And when I tell people they have my word, they have my word. Like, that's just law, especially when it comes to spirituality. When it comes to spirituality, bruh, I don't play with that. Like, I just don't play with spirituality, bro. Like, I will do things that is challenging, very challenging, like running on rocks. I'll run on rocks. If they say I had to come into my divine feminine to tap into my femininity, be more of a nurturer for this journey, and I believe that he was the Messiah, I wasn't, like I said, I really wasn't with it. But I said, if this is what I have to do, I might have to do for my journey. You know what I'm saying? This is the Messiah. He knows what's best for me. You know what I'm saying? Even if I might not like it, even if I feel like I'm upset and I feel like this is challenging and I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Even though I felt like that, the reason I still went along with it, y'all have to understand, is because I believed that he was a Messiah and he had no wrong intentions. Even if he was testing my commitment, which I thought he was doing at first. I thought he was just testing my commitment to see if I was going to come into my divine feminine. I also thought I could reverse and go back to just being myself. You feel me? I want to give y'all this information to give you a deeper explanation of cults, of how people can be manipulated, of how I was manipulated. You feel me? This is really deep. It goes deeper than what people realize and what people think, because this is religion. This is spirituality. Spirituality is about your whole life. You're talking God. You're talking the creator of the universe. You're talking deep ass shit here. It touches the spirit. You feel me? So it's way deeper than it's deeper than a relationship manipulation. This is deeper than that. Like, this is not relationship manipulation one-on-one. No, this is someone claiming that he's God, that he's the Messiah, that he's your higher self. And once you believe that all right, once he gets you to believe that, all right, this is who he is, because he's a very good manipulator, and I was young. Once you fully believe that, you put all your faith in it, as you would Jesus Christ in the Bible, the religion, as you would the Bible when if you were once still indoctrinated by that, you would be the same fucking way that you was to the Bible, to Eligio. You know how people are with Jesus. They're going to show their faith. So this is deep. This is deeper manipulation. This is in a psyche. This is psychological. Y'all got to understand this shit. This is psychological. Once he knows that you fully believe in him, that's when the games begin. That's when he plays on your mind more and more, to test your commitment, to test your faith. So you're thinking that your commitment is being tested. So if someone is in their demons or are in their demons, we're just going to expect them to eventually get better one day. Maybe one day they're going to get better. You know, we're in the knowledge. We have to practice. It's going to take time. This is not something that gets better overnight. We're in the kingdom of heaven. We're doing the work. We're the elite. We're the chosen, actually doing the work. So I'm going to break it down for y'all so y'all could truly, really understand. You know what I'm saying? Why people stay so long. Because they didn't want to give up on their journey. They wanted to see the kingdom of heaven fulfill itself. They wanted to see the mission come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to see that shit play out. But what made me realize that it was time to leave was when I seen that people were getting jumped for no reason. I got slapped for no reason. When I seen that it wasn't people in their demons, it was actually them trying to gain control over the camp and put fear into certain people. When I seen that was the motive, I knew I had to go. I knew I had to go because I needed time to see. I needed time to see that, okay, these aren't just people in their demons and I'm not being tested. These are fear tactics that they're placing on everybody, trying to scare us. And once I noticed that, I got little. I got gone. I'm so glad and I'm so grateful that he ran his camp like that. Because if he would have never ran it like that, do you think I would have ever woke up? I don't think I would have woke up if he didn't ran his camp in a fucked up way. If he didn't have people slap people for no reason, jump people for no reason, I probably wouldn't have woke up. If he was a better actor and really acting like Jesus and the Messiah, like he's not making mistakes, people aren't slapping people, we're outside actually enjoying ourselves, I probably would still be over there manipulated. He says if you go home and if you leave, you're going back to hell. You're going to be the dead that buries the dead. He says that you're not helping the kingdom anymore, that you turned your back on the Messiah. He puts all this fear in your head that he might not accept you back. You try to come back. All of these things, he put all of these things in your head. He puts a lot of fear in you because first off, you already believe he's the Messiah. You're not listening to the negative videos. You're not listening to the so-called trolls online because he's twisting the narrative and making it seem like these are demons trying to stop you from your path. And you have to stay focused, Reflection. You're my disciple of the Most High. Over time, you get brainwashed when you continue to hear the Most High, 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 the Most High. A lot of love bombing. He will love bomb you and tell you how special and chosen you are. All this shit. You know what I'm saying? So just do y'all research more on cults and you'll see why people aren't leaving right away. They're brainwashed to the T. Very good manipulators. Cult leaders are very good manipulators. Like they know what they're doing. Mind you, he studied how to make a cult before making carbonation. I know this because someone knew him before he made carbonation and she told me. Let's go with the narrative, right? Let's go with the narrative that I left. Let's go with the narrative that I left as soon as he asked me to come into my divine feminine. First off, like I said, I still believe that he was the Messiah. Full belief. I'm talking about committed, faithful. Like I said, even if I felt like a little wrong about it at the time, I didn't have enough evidence or information on him that he wasn't the Messiah. So I need y'all to understand, let's say I did leave. Let's say I did leave after he said, oh, I want you to come into your divine feminine. Alihia won't let you be here the way that you are. If I left my mission and I still believed that he was the Messiah, like I said I did, I still believed. If I left and I said no, do you know I would feel like a straight failure? I feel weak because I gave up on my mission. Not only that, I feel like I'm going back to hell. And I'm like, bruh, now what am I going to do? Like, I'm going to be even more stressed out. So let's go with the narrative that I did leave after he asked me to come into my divine feminine. So I would have been questioning, like, should I have came into my divine feminine? I would have been at home like, bruh, did I fail my mission? Should I have come into my divine feminine? Should I have? And guess what? I probably would have ended up going back, thinking that maybe I do got to come into my divine feminine. You never know. Because I still believe he was a Messiah. I didn't have enough evidence. I would have been at home like, what if it was just a test? What if they were just trying to see how committed I was? Like all type of shit. Like I was young, you feel me? But the fact that I stayed there for 4 months helped me realize who Eligio Bishop really was and what he was really trying to do. If I would have never stayed that long, I would have never got firsthand vision and seen it for myself, because I was super committed. I was so committed that I left everything behind, and my spirit needed the confirmation to know if this nigga was really the Messiah or not, because the videos online I couldn't decipher at the time. I didn't have that good of discernment at the time, and I didn't know if these people were lying on him and leaving and just mad about some shit. And we're not the only ones who think he's the Messiah just because we were there physically. There are people online who are still following him, thinking that he's the Messiah, following all of his teachings. People online. We are not the only ones. What up, y'all? Right now I'm going to break down what it means to be hazed, okay? A lot of people go through hazing when they join fraternities or sororities, but it can happen anywhere. I need y'all to stay tuned so I can break this shit down so y'all can really understand what happened to a lot of people in carbonation. This shit gonna blow y'all minds, right? What does it mean to get hazed? Hazing refers to any activity that is conditioned upon recruitment, admission, affiliation, or continued participation in a group that humiliates, degrades, abuses, or endangers someone, regardless of consent or a person's willingness to participate. Hazing, that shit hits it on a dot. Now I'm going to give you different types of hazing. That's a general definition. It says the power of peer pressure coupled with someone's desire to belong to a group can create a coercive environment which limits free consent. I'm going to read that again. The power of peer pressure coupled with someone's desire to belong to a group can create a coercive environment, okay, which limits free consent. It's right here. Examples of hazing. Okay. I'm going to read you guys some more examples of hazing. Any action or situation that recklessly or intentionally endangers the health, safety, or welfare of, or cause a risk of bodily injury to an individual for the purpose of initiation, participation, admission into, or affiliation with any organization. Hazing includes, but is not limited to, any abuse of a mental or physical nature, forced consumption of any food, liquor, drugs, or substances. We all know he made Zoka drink alcohol, so it literally says hazing includes, but is not limited to, any abuse of a mental or physical nature, forced consumption of any food, liquor, drugs, or substances, any forced physical activity that could adversely affect the health or safety of an individual, running on rocks, any activity that will subject the individual to embarrassment or humiliation. We were all humiliated online. Okay. Let's go. Subtle hazing. There's all different types of hazing. Subtle hazing. Activities or behaviors that emphasize a power imbalance between new members and other members of the group or team or organization. Subtle hazing refers to types of hazing that are often not recognized as harmful behaviors, but happens far more frequently. Newer members often feel the need to endure subtle hazing to feel like part of the group or team. Examples of subtle hazing are deception, lies, and tricks. Asking new members to wear embarrassing or humiliating attire. I can't make this up. That's hazing. Asking new members to wear embarrassing or humiliating attires. Literally, let me zoom in for y'all. This is crazy. Asking new members to wear embarrassing or humiliating attire. These are all examples of hazing. Expecting new members to perform personal service to other members, such as carrying books, errands, cooking, and cleaning. Like how he had members basically serving other members. That's a form of hazing. Expecting new members to perform personal service to other members, such as carrying books, running errands, cooking, cleaning. Another form of hazing is sexual simulations, okay? A sexual simulations, putting you through simulations, even if it's sexually.
Hopefully, all the red flags and the knowledge she shared in this video could help somebody that is potentially in the same situation as she was, or somebody that's trying to heal from it. I just figure, why not spread the word? She has her own channel on YouTube. I will put the link down below if you want to follow her journey. But for now, you guys, this is it. I just had to share. Oh, and one last thing. My surviving Nature Boy video was taken down. Literally taken down. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. And I find it to be quite odd. I do believe I know why it was taken down and who had something to do with it. But I'm just going to leave that there. If you guys are interested, I can edit out parts of the video and just repost it for awareness, because I do feel like that video needs to be seen. It needs to be spread. I put a warning on it, and I know it might have been very offensive to some people, but if there's warnings on a video, just don't watch. That's all I can say. But again, it was to bring awareness to his ways, if you guys know what I mean, his PEDO ways. Seeing that he has some attraction to children kind of makes me feel like maybe his sentence was meant for him. But that's a whole nother story. Thank you all. I'll catch you on the next video.